Hi, welcome to the live stream this morning. Yeah, it's a lovely sunny morning. There should be a nice day ahead. Um, just in case you don't know, my name's Jabeen. I'm a channel of Archangel Raphael. And in this live stream, Raphael's going to come through me and speak and talk about current energies, talk about the week ahead, and just give any relevant messages, do any relevant clearings. I'm just going to let him come through now and speak. I would like you to know that I am speaking on behalf of many other beings, and when I speak, what I am doing is automatically translating into words what we are receiving from Source and beings who are much higher than us. It is good for you to know that when we speak, what we are trying to do is give you as much as we can, as fast as we can. And for this reason, sometimes what we are doing is summarizing in a few words things that have a lot of energy behind them. The reason I would like you to know this is because I would like you to listen carefully to every word I say, because there is a lot to communicate, and I am going to summarize it as fast as I can so that you can receive it through this live stream. I want you to know that the world is changing, but it is not changing fast enough for some of you. And for others, it is too fast. It is like this, that literally something has changed overnight in a major way, and you are not quite keeping up with it. What I want you to know is that some of you here have been waiting a long time for things to change, have been feeling uncomfortable for a long time in the old world because you do not feel that it has given you what you have needed to flourish. The old world has not served you, and you have felt that you are out of sync with the rest of life. And therefore, those of you who have felt like this for a long time will feel now, finally, that life is on the same level as you are in terms of how things are on a day to day level. You will feel that something is right for you now. And what I mean by this is that life really does support a consciousness that is much higher. Life is looking for people who are wanting to raise the consciousness, who would like to participate in the creation of the new. If you are this sort of person, you are needed at the moment. You are favored. You are wanted. And because of this, those of you who have always been ahead of your time will find that this is the world for you to live in, that you will flourish, that you will have your part to play, that you will become the new leaders. And for those of you who are struggling to keep up, what I would like you to know is that go to people who are leading, who are ahead of their times, so to speak, who have always been a bit ahead, and look to them because they will bring you up to speed. What I'm really trying to say is that this is the time where you need to look for new ways of being, where you need to look for people who perhaps have been on the edges of life, who hold a consciousness that is beyond the norm. And if you look to these people, or if you are one of these people yourself, you will be able to go forward fast. I also would like you to know that when you are looking for what has previously been hidden away and you find it, you will immediately recognize it. It will resonate with you and what you need. What I am asking all of you to do is be aware of this, to look for what has been hidden in the past, to be aware that it is the time for what has previously been unattainable to be achieved. And so anything that looks radical, that looks like it has got possibilities for the future, it is the right time for these things to come about and be manifest on earth. I also want you to know that because of this, you may find yourselves gravitating to new kinds of people. You may find that your old life no longer stimulates you, that you need exciting opportunities in order to stimulate you on an inner level. And what I mean by exciting opportunities is things that offer the promise of quite unexpected results in terms of what has been normal. So I mean new ways of approaching old problems, ways that in the past you would have dismissed as too far-fetched, as perhaps impossible, but now they will feel very appealing to your inner being, because you know intuitively that these things are possible for two reasons. And one, because you have changed, and two, because the energies around have changed and new things are supported, new things which have never been seen before. I want you to all know that your new lives will be like this, constantly going beyond the norm, constantly exploring new things, making new things happen. And I want you to know that this really is the age where this is going to happen. It is the age where it is going to be that people who are all about inventing new things will flourish. It is the age of the unexpected, the unknown becoming known. And I also want you to know that because of this, you have to be open as well to things in your life which have been stuck for a long time, suddenly come into life unexpectedly. Expect the unexpected, expect the impossible, make it known to others as well, and be prepared for absolutely anything to happen. The words I am saying really do not give justice to what we see going on. And I will go as far as to say that when we communicate, what we are really doing is giving you a transmission of energy that you are able to, in one way or another, assimilate and pass on to others energetically, and it prepares people for what is to come. I also want you to know that within this, you may find that old energies leave your life rather suddenly. And what I mean by this is not only people who suddenly leave the planet, but other things as well, like things that you really thought were rock solid in your life will suddenly be taken away, because what you are being shown is that they are no longer right for you. You may find that new people enter your life rather quickly, and you have the feeling that you have known each other for all of your lives. People you were always meant to meet, but in the old world, the energies didn't allow it. You may find yourselves in new relationships that take you on a completely different journey. You may find that you start feeling closer to people you have known in the past, people who perhaps you have known but not been able to get close to. You may find yourself feeling a bit fed up of things that you used to love. I want you to be prepared for all of this. I also would like to communicate a few more messages about this. I want you to know that you may find yourself sometimes coming up against each other, feeling that the way that you are is no longer accepted by others, and vice versa, because everybody is changing. People are getting fed up of being stuck in patterns. And if you are in a pattern, people will quickly get fed up of it, and vice versa. So you will have more collisions with people as well. If you are stuck or they are stuck, you will find that people who don't change, you will no longer be drawn to. You will find that family members who are stuck, who are not prepared to change, will leave your life fully and completely. And by this, I mean that you will have very little contact with them aside from what is necessary. What I want you to know that these times are very positive, very benign, but also there is another side to these times. There is a type of energy that is quite particular, that you may describe as quite brutal. It is brutal in terms of cutting away what isn't right. So there is another side that you may find challenging, a brutality, something that has a soft side, but something that has another side to it that really is not so palatable for some of you. I want you to know that you will have to get used to this. You will have to get used to this energy. And those of you who are really not prepared to change will have a lot of this kind of energy coming at you. And those of you who are doing as much as you can to change and to move forwards will get a completely different side. You will get a lot of softness, compassion, good energy, positivity from others, encouragement, and you will be the ones who will inspire others. So it is important to choose which side you want to live on. It is important to make these major decisions now, what you are going to be in these times. I want you to go within and get a sense of where you are here in the picture, whether you are someone who needs to be in one way or another inspired by many others to keep going, to look to others and then go forwards, which is actually a good part to play. And then in time, others will look to you for inspiration. Whether you believe that you are a leader, someone who is going to lead many and inspire them, whether you feel that you need to come up to speed with these times and make major decisions to fully step into your power and light and to start changing more deeply, or whether you identify as someone who is very slow to change, who may need some hard knocks in order to come up to speed. Wherever you are in this equation at the moment, it is okay, but it is good to know what the score is, so to speak, what to expect. And for those of you who are leaders, you will have to really step up now and do what you are here to do. For those of you who are followers, what you must do is keep going forwards and keep being inspired. For those of you who really do need to make some decisions now, you need to give yourself time to go inwards and really make a full commitment to be fully in your power and make these commitments daily so that the energy can build up so you can then attract what you need quickly in order for this to happen. And for those of you who feel that you will need some hard knocks, that is your decision, and that is what will happen. I also want you to know that when you feel frustrated about your life, it is always an inner feeling, experience that is creating this. Because at the moment, there are plenty of opportunities in the world. The world is brimming with excitement, with positive energy. And if you are not experiencing this yet in any way whatsoever, then there is something that you need to work with inside. I am not saying that things are moving extra fast, but there will be a consistent stream of opportunities, however small, even minute, but there will be enough to keep you going, even though energies have been a little sticky. What I'm really trying to say is that it is important to keep your focus inside, to stop complaining about the outside, because actually, although the energies are not moving extra fast, they are moving, and that movement is going to keep increasing. I also want you to know that when you feel a bit worse for wear, it is important to take time to identify what is going on, to really get a sense of it, to no longer live in energies where you believe that certain things are simply your biology, chemistry, your physiology, to go to the depths of your being and really get a sense of what is going on accurately, because you need to receive more information from the inside in order to find answers from the outside. And the clarity you have will be reflected back to you in terms of solutions externally. I also want you to know that those of you who work with people in a healing capacity may find yourselves overloaded with work, and what you need to do is make major decisions about who you wish to work with and who you don't want to work with. Because what is going to happen over time is that many people will need healing and wellness. And if you don't make decisions now, you will find yourself overloaded, but not in a good way. I want you to go deeper and deeper and truly identify where you are in terms of yourself and the people you want to help and who you are not really here for. So, for example, some of you may feel that your client base needs to be people who are going to be serving many more, people who are able to have a major influence on the lives of others. And in so doing, you find that you need to work less in order to help many more people, because through each person you assist, many more will be assisted through them. And if this is your decision, make it and stick to it. What I want you to know is when you compromise, you are letting in energies that are not really chosen by you. And in time, these energies build up and become a major problem in your life. And you create karma in this way, that then creates a new cycle of karma that you have to work through before you get to the same place where you make a decision that you want certain things. What I am trying to say is don't create new karma. Be very centered. Decide what you want. Stick to it. And the people who come to you, who you would rather not help, they will find someone else. Remember, there are plenty of people out there. You don't have to help everybody. Make your decisions now. And finally, I want you to know that if you are not sure who you are meant to be serving, remember you can go within and ask us for more information. We can give you a lot very quickly, which will give you the clarity you need to then make your own decisions about what you would like. I also would like you to know that there are some people in the world at the moment who really believe that they are very important and they are highly successful people. And some of them will find that their importance has been based on something else, something that is more about a construct of the mind. And when they are not able to keep going in this energy anymore, what will happen is that others will take their place. And for this reason, it is important to really have an accurate sense of who you are, to go within and to feel it from the inside rather than conjure up you want to be in the world, because this no longer works. It is a very foreign energy in this new age, but a very familiar one in the old age, where people decided who they wanted to be and became it. They conjured up an image of what they would like for themselves, how they would like to be, and then they worked on becoming it, and they then had their own type of success based on it. All these constructs of the mind are being dismantled by the new energies that are coming in. So many people will fall from grace. They will no longer be leaders because they were leaders based on constructs of their own mind. And people who are very centered in their source connection in themselves will come into their own more, and they will be the new leaders. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want you to keep going deeper. I want you to let go of constructs of your own mind, knowing that they don't serve you and never will in this new age. Finally, I want you to know that there are a few people in the world who have been the opposite, who have been the type of people who have formed constructs in their mind of being much less than who they really are. And because of this, they have not been seen or heard. And these people will also have to wake up equally to who they are, and they do have to also do their own work in order to then be able to fulfill their true roles in the world. What I am saying is this is a wake up call for many different types of people. People who have been in a different mindset, who have believed things about themselves which are not true. It is good for you to know that whatever category you fit into, if you have made things up in yourselves about yourself, you will be going through an uncomfortable process of these things being dismantled at a very rapid pace. What I would like to share for the week ahead is that this is a time of new beginnings, new things happening, new people coming into your life, new opportunities, but also a time, as usual, for inner reflection, inner work, and finally, reacquainting yourselves with your inner being much more deeply than ever before. It is a good week for that. I have no more messages. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you for listening, everyone, and have a lovely week ahead, and lots of love to all of you.